The Sankofa symbol, from the Akan people of Ghana, is a symbol of a bird looking back to retrieve an egg as it moves forward, representing the wisdom of learning from the past to build a better future. The symbol's Akan name, Sankofa, translates to go back and get it, emphasizing that understanding history is crucial for growth, collective wisdom, and informing present-day actions. Hello everyone. Today we are witnessing a historic moment in Toronto that is about much more than a place. This is a story of reflection, remembrance, and rediscovery. What was once known as Dundas Square has now become Sankofa Square. This space carries a new meaning, an important message, and a story that speaks to all of us. For many years, Dundas Square has been a center of energy and activity. People pass through on their daily routines. Tourists pause to capture the excitement of the city. Artists shared their performances and connected with the community. But beneath this energy, there was a conversation waiting to be heard. A conversation about history, identity, and the power of names in shaping the spaces we share. Renaming Dundas Square was not just about changing a sign. It was an act of acknowledgement, a reflection of values, and a commitment to honor voices that have long been ignored. At the recent ceremony, city leaders, community members, and artists came together. Families and elders shared their stories. Young voices spoke of hope, resilience, and the responsibility we all have to remember the past while shaping the future. Now the name Sankofa graces this square. Sankofa comes from the Akan language of Ghana and means to go back and fetch it. It reminds us that we cannot move forward without understanding where we have come from. Wisdom and lessons are found when we look back. The symbol of Sankofa, often shown as a bird turning its head to take an egg from its back, is a powerful image of reflection and reclaiming what is valuable from our history. It is a call to embrace knowledge, memory, and identity as the foundation for growth. This change is more than a renaming. It is a commitment to acknowledge past wrongs, to learn from them, and to carry these lessons into the life of the city. It honors the struggles, sacrifices, and stories of communities that have shaped Toronto's identity, even when their voices were ignored. Sankofa Square stands as a bridge between the past and the future. Every person who passes through can pause, reflect, and feel the heartbeat of a city striving to be conscious, inclusive, and just. As the sun set over Sankofa Square during the ceremony, the crowd felt the beauty and meaning of this transformation. Speeches were full of emotion. Music echoed through the space. This square reminds us that names carry meaning. History carries wisdom. Every change is an opportunity to reflect, learn, and honor. As you walk through Sankofa Square, remember this story, not just as a name, but as a lesson. A lesson to look back, gather wisdom, celebrate resilience, and move forward with purpose. This is a place of remembrance, growth, and enduring spirit. Welcome to Sankofa Square, a name that asks all of us to pause, reflect, and carry the lessons of the past into the promise of tomorrow.
Yes, so at this time, this event, as you recall, Ghana and for that matter Africa is very proud of this thing. And for that reason, the president of Ghana, brought a delegation and the deputy minister has eloquently expressed this. But there is also another August president who is the minister of tourism for Ghana. And that is Miss Ifan Komashi, the minister of tourism.
Sankofa naming of the Yonge-Dundas Square to Sankofa Square. What a historic occasion. This is not merely a change of name. It is an act of remembrance, an act of reclamation, and an act of reparation. I've worked with ECOWAS on reparation for over 7 years and more. And it gives me such great joy to be here today to witness this. It is a bold step towards justice, truth, and healing, not just for the people of Toronto, but for all Africans, both at home and in the diaspora. In Ghanaian culture, as you may have heard already, Sankofa holds profound meaning. Literally, it teaches us that it is not a taboo to go back for what you forgot. And I hope that we never forget what happened to our history. Represented by the bird looking backward with its feet firmly facing forward, or by the heart-shaped and irascible. Sankofa reminds us that progress is only meaningful when it is rooted in reflection. It is an eternal call to remember where we have come from, to confront painful history, and to carry forward the wisdom of the past for the sake of future generations. Today, in renaming the square, Sankofa Square, Toronto sends a powerful message to the world that it is possible to face history with honesty, to dismantle legacies of oppression, and to commit to building an inclusive and equitable future. For Africans and people of African descent, this gesture speaks directly to the unfinished work of liberation and reparations. The transatlantic slave trade, whose painful memory still echoes across generations, was not only an attack on bodies, but also on identity, heritage, and dignity. By choosing Sankofa, a Ghanaian symbol deeply rooted in African philosophy, Toronto affirms the importance of African heritage in the global struggle for freedom, for justice, and acknowledges the centrality of memory in the journey toward freedom. This moment also resonates strongly with Ghana. Since 1957, when Ghana became the first sub-Saharan African nation to gain independence, our nation has stood as a beacon of Pan-Africanism and African liberation. We have opened doors to the African diaspora through initiatives such as Panafest and Emancipation, Year of Return, Beyond the Return, and now the Black Star Experience. The Black Star Experience is a call for total cultural immersion. Today, we see the same spirit reflected here in Toronto in your act of renaming the square and the celebrations planned around the naming ceremony. Let us be clear. The renaming is a profound sociocultural and political act. By shedding the name of Henry Dundas, a man whose action delayed the abolition of the slave trade, this city has chosen to honor resilience, remembrance, and renewal. This choice embodies the spirit of Sankofa, learning from the past to guide a more just future. As we celebrate this day, let us also challenge ourselves. Sankofa calls us not only to reflect, but to act. Let the square become more than a name. Let it be a living space of dialogue, cultural exchange, education, and empowerment. Let it be a gathering place where histories are told truthfully, where the arts uplift marginalized voices, and where future generations come to learn that justice, though delayed, must never be denied. On behalf of Ghana, I wish to thank the city before I go there. And now, as the Minister for Tourism, Culture and Creative Arts, let me invite Toronto to join us to start the journey to Nkrofo, the birthplace of Kwame Nkrumah, our first president, what we call Dr. Osajifo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. On 21st of August this year, we will be celebrating his birthday. We've called it a pilgrimage, and I urge you to join us around the world. Come from wherever you are. We will ignite the spirit of Pan-Africanism again. We will visit the three Pan-Africanists, W.E.B. Du Bois, George Padmore, and Kwame Nkrumah himself. They are waiting for their children from all corners of the world, and their grandchildren too, to Accra, in Ghana, where they are all buried. This is a call to duty, a call to unite, a call for the gathering of African people. On behalf of Ghana, I wish to thank the City of Toronto, the Advisory Committee, and the Black and Indigenous leaders whose vision and persistence made this possible. You have written a new chapter in the story of global solidarity and African heritage. You have, in the spirit of, I quote, I am not an African because I was born in Africa. I am an African because Africa was born in me. I quote, we are called to Sankofa. We are called to come back home. May Sankofa Square stand forever as a monument of truth, a sceptre of heritage, and a beacon of hope from Africans everywhere. And you're African not because you're black, you're African because it's in your spirit, it's in your soul, it's in who you are. I want to thank you most sincerely for this opportunity to be with you, and may God bless Ghana and Canada. Ayiko Akpanami. Thank you very much. I'm reminded that I said 21st August. It's 21st of September. Bear with me. Emotions do take control of us sometimes, don't it? It's an emotional experience for me right now to see all of you gathered here. And so please accept the invitation that is the 21st of September. And I look forward to receiving you personally in Ghana. Thank you very much.
As we continue on with this programming, I am very pleased to welcome to the stage Kemba Bayam, the manager of the City of Toronto's Confronting Anti-Black Racism Unit. Please help me in welcoming Kemba to the stage.
Good afternoon, greetings everyone. Happy Emancipation Month. As my remarks come up to the stage, I want to remember that in 2010, my first trip to the continent was to Ghana. And I remember as we traveled on the bus, I looked out the window and I saw all kinds of flags and colors. And I said to our guide, I said, oh, is it some sort of like national day? He's like, no, this is every day. So thank you so very much to the chief kings and queens for bringing the vibrancy and pride of Ghana to Toronto. Also want to thank Mayor Chow, Her Excellency, and Councillor Moyes, And I also want to recognize the first Black Deputy City Manager, Denise Andrew Campbell, who is here somewhere. Naming reminds us of the City of Toronto's logo, diversity, our strength. Honoring people of African descent and specific ethnic communities such as the Akan and nationalities such as our Ghanaian communities reminds us that we are welcoming and are better for it. This year, our theme for Emancipation Month is Nula, commemorating emancipation and Haitian culture. Through this theming, we have been working with organizations across the city to honor Haiti's part in the cosmology of emancipation through the Haitian Revolution, the continents of Africa, the Caribbean, and Canada, where liberation had and continues to exist at all levels, from the individual to the societal. The creation of Sankofa Square is a brilliant example of Torontonians being. While there is much more for us to do in the city and in partnership with organizations that we partner with. These items and much more are ways in which the City of Toronto is a leader in confronting anti-Black racism. Addressing anti-Black racism must continually take a whole city approach, centering Black communities with partners like
Sorry.
Thank you. Thank you to Your Excellency the Mayor of Toronto. Thank you to the Councillor Chris Moyes who spoke, and for their welcome messages. Thank you Sankofa Board for having me here, Advisory Committee, fellow Minister, my dear brother, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters from the diaspora, ladies and gentlemen. I stand on the existing protocol because I'm sure that I've missed. Thank you all. Ashley, do you want to come in? Yeah? No. Do you want to come in like this? Yeah, accept it on behalf of the organizers. One more time, thank you for everybody who has blessed the stage.
I'm doing good, Richie. This is the
Thank you so much, Kemba. All right, finally, as we officially reveal the new Sankofa Square brand, I would like to welcome to the stage the creative director and the founder of the agency behind this bold vision, and our partner, Ashley Mackenzie Barnes from Dope Agency. Good morning, everybody. Very nice. Thank you for coming out. I know this has been a very long process, so I am going to keep it short and sweet so we can get on to our amazing film festival, the Caribbean Film Festival. A year ago, we embarked on the rebranding for Sankofa Square. It was a joint effort with Pitch Better, who did a research study with over 3,000 folks who let us know what they wanted to see in the square. We landed on the theme transformation. This visual identity is constant. A beautiful dance of people, ideas, and traditions blending into something entirely new. Sankofa Square embodies the fluid exchange, a place where cultures converge, ancestral wisdom is shared, and the rhythm of change shapes our future. This is a never-ending transformation. looking back and moving forward into a positive future. Today, we thank you for joining us in celebrating a new chapter at Sankofa Square, a vibrant and revitalized place where the past and the future meet, creating endless possibilities. Today, you witness the brand reveal and experience the power of transformation in action. We welcome you to discover our journey, one that's always becoming, always transforming, and always ever-changing. I'll have a quick review for you now. Thank you.
Basketball trivia.
Sankofa Square has always ancestral wisdom is shared. The future isn't something we wait for. Be part of something unique with us. Sankofa Square. Learn more at Sankofa Square on socials or sankofasquare.ca.
Again, thank you so much to Ashley and for sharing the vision behind Sankofa Square's brand identity. And thank you all so much for joining us today on this historic opening ceremony. A huge thank you to all of our incredible partners, the dignitaries, performers, who helped set such a powerful tone for our day to come. We invite you all to stay and enjoy all of the incredible programming that we have going on today. Again, it's going until 11 p.m. tonight, so plenty of things coming up. Next, we have the Caribbean Film Festival screening, so we would love if you could stick around for that. Also, don't forget to explore some of the vendors that we have. We have our Melanin Market over here where you can support local Black and BIPOC owned businesses. You can grab some unique gifts, treats. There's vendors, food vendors, we have basketball clinics, we have all the things coming up. And if you do love the Melanin Market and what we have going on, we have a full Melanin Market that's going to be happening on August 29th. So mark your calendars for that. Again, thank you all so much for being here. The Caribbean Film Festival is going to kick off. And with that, okay, so we have, figuring out where we are right now. Okay, so we have Asha Lovelace, who is from the Caribbean Film Festival, and she's going to explain what is going on with these shorts that were selected by the Caribbean Film Festival itself. So please help me welcome Asha to the stage.